Welcome back to Torque and Power, boys and girls. Today we are going to cover the easiest, the fastest, and in my opinion, one of the best modifications you can do to your Harley-Davidson. This video is going to be quick, fast. That's how easy this thing is to do and knock out. So let's get to it. So what is it that we're talking about that's so easy and fast to do? It is the LED lamp on my V-Rod muscle. And if you guys haven't seen it, here it is, my 2017. Right, one good looking sexy bike, right? That's my 2017 V-Rod muscle, and I've had this bulb on for thousands of miles. Now, what bulb am I talking about? Well, I'm talking about Hogworkz, and I'm going to explain a couple things that I think are important of why I went with Hogworkz. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. So I'll show you guys the box real quick, and there it is, you know, the cool little hog on the front. If you guys want to know the part number, I'll get you guys in on that. You guys can see the part number, right? Hopefully. This one is for the chrome version. They make this with a black housing in the back and a chrome. I went with the chrome. And it's just a good looking box, right? Just like a little Apple box, right? And then the bulb is already on the bike, but that's where it would be. So real simple. I mean, this is such an easy install, like 10 minutes tops. I mean, it might even be like 5 minutes. It's that easy. It's 2 bolts and 2 plugs and you're done. But 2 things I think are valuable. One of them, let me bring you guys over to the light now so you guys can see it. So here's the Hogworkz bulb on it, right? Good looking bulb, right? All that good stuff. So it looks like it's stock to me. This looks like something that Harley would have produced themselves. They never did make an LED and probably would have been twice the price. Sorry about the lights in the back, guys. I added some more lights because I like it super bright in here when I'm doing my work. But anyways, back to it. Why? So tip number 1 when it comes to this, why I didn't go with the other brands. Some of them, I would say, some of them can be a little bit more cheaply made, right? And I saw reviews of that, and some of them broke. I know Amazon has some cheap ones and stuff like that. They don't last that long. Like I said, I've had this one for thousands of miles. It's awesome. The reviews on it are awesome, so you can't go wrong. Trust me on that one. Super bright. It's got to be like at least, I don't know, 5-10 times brighter than what the stock bulb is. If you're doing the stock bulb still, do yourself a favor. Change it. It's not even freaking close. You do any kind of nighttime riding, change it. It is that simple. The bulb, this one was like 200 bucks. Again, I know there's cheaper ones out there, but I think this one is just freaking amazing. So, what about the bulb? Why did I choose this one? Well, I'm gonna show you guys something, and it might sound weird to some of you, but I feel when you got a good looking bike like this, you need to keep things looking clean on the bike. And what I mean by that is the other bulb housings I saw, so right here, if you guys can see, you can see the housing, right? So that housing goes all the way underneath there, right? So it keeps the wires then tucked in behind the headlight. Okay, and now you're asking me like, well, what the heck are you talking about? Well, the other ones that I saw on a lot of other people's bikes and my buddies' bikes, those wires were exposed. And you could see it because that housing didn't go deep enough, and then you saw the wires. I don't like that look. I mean, I love my motorcycle. You know, you pay a good amount for it. I don't want my bike to look cheap. So that was one big reason when I saw this, that it covers everything and it looks like it does stock. And let me show you guys the stock bulb so you guys can understand too what I'm talking about, kind of reinforce it. So you look at the stock bulb, it's the same thing. See how deep that housing is? That is what I like, right? That nice deep housing. And that keeps all those wires covered and tucked behind. And it's only 2 plugs, as you guys can see. It's that simple. It's just 2 plugs, your high and your low beam. And then 2 bolts, one on that side, one on that side. It is that easy to put on. Like I said, like 5 minutes, 10 minutes. So that's one thing that was big for me was that housing assembly, right? So I can't emphasize it enough. I just think it looks cheap when you can see wires coming through. Harley does such a good job of making the bike look so clean that I just didn't want to have exposed wires. So think about that when you're looking at bulbs, which ones you want. Look how deep that housing is. That was big for me. One other thing now, or the second thing, are these guys, these little extenders. So they have them. Woohoo! Let's see if I can get them up here. 2 extenders, right? You guys can see them right there. And that just goes to your high beam and your low beam, and it comes packaged up. You don't need them. Don't worry about them. You do not need those extenders at all. There's more than enough wire. It tucks in nicely. You guys will see when you guys go to do this install that even then you got to zip tie it up because there's just that much. So it's just take off those 2 bolts. I'll show you guys that as well. 2 little bolts, there they are in the bag, right, with your little Allen key. Do those 2 bolts, unplug the 2 from the back, boom, take it out, put in the new, replug it in, just do it in reverse order and you're good to go, and then realign the bulb. That is it. Put it back to how you want and you're ready to go hit it. And I'm telling you, you will not disappoint when it comes to this bulb. Let me show you guys now what it looks like on. Okay, so my bike's gonna have an alarm, so you're gonna hear a little chirp chirp. There, oh, gotta get a little closer so it unchirps it. So there we go. Recognizes it's me, otherwise, you know, she's gonna go off and start screaming. So I know this is gonna get bright, but hopefully you guys can see it. There it is, super bright, right? Right, kind of gives you a little shine there, right? Looks cool, right? I'll flip the brights for any of you that are interested. There we go. There's the brights, and then let's hit those brights off. There you go. And now let's shut it off so you guys can get an idea. You guys are gonna hear that little chirp again. And there you go, nice little look of what it looks like. And like I said, I think it looks great stock. And again, just don't forget, I know I keep emphasizing, I've said it like tons of times, but don't forget about this. I think it just looks that much better. So, not to say that I have the only opinion out there and the only bulb, and that is the whole point of this channel. If you guys do have other bulbs and other stuff out there that you're like, you know what, I'm adamant, I think mine is awesome, please, let's pay it forward. Hit me up in the comments below. Tell me what you got. Maybe yours is better for whatever reason it may be. But let me know. I mean, the more info that we have out there, the better it's gonna be. Hopefully this helps someone out. If you guys are thinking about doing an LED bulb, it is a freaking amazing if you do. All right, well, until next time, make sure you guys keep both wheels down.